Hi, Tom Franklin, obviously not Ronald Reagan, but this is Carlo, the same Carlo that you saw in that picture with the former president. Carlo's Tire Store, we've had you on before many times, but that's the first time I realized you had Ronald Reagan as one of your customers. How long ago was that?
That was in 1966, long time ago.
And that was in California?
Yeah.
He didn't come to Citrus County to do that?
He wasn't a politician then. He was just a cowboy playing on the 20 mule team, Borax team out in the desert. He was an actor. He came into where I worked to get an oil change, and I had a little camera. I got one of my buddies to snap a picture of me.
With the famous Ronald Reagan pre-president?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, he's gone on and become president. He's back in California, retired. You're still in the car business, the tire business.
Still doing about the same kind of work that I did when I saw him. So I've got a few years' experience on that.
And a lot of tires.
Yeah, a lot of tires.
Now, one thing, of course, Carlos Tire is famous for is this is the greatest place in town to come for used tires. In fact, I don't know if you know, my assistant came up here and got tire this week because he needed just one.
Yeah.
And that's the time you figured to use tire because obviously it was better not to go put a new tire on at that point.
When people come in and tell me they need tires, I ask them, surprisingly to them, I ask them if they want a used tire or a new tire. Other stores don't ask them that because I'm going to sell all these tires and they're all good tires. And some people want a tire that will last a month or 2 months and they don't need to buy. Also, if they have a bad tire and 3 half-worn tires, they don't need a new tire to go with those 3 worn tires. Mm-hmm. So I give them a choice. They can buy whatever they want.
But any of these used tires are good tires to put on the road?
They're very good tires. They're not junk tires.
Okay. Now, let's move from used tires to new tires.
Yeah.
Okay. How many brands do you have here?
I have probably 20 different brand names of tires here. If I don't have your brand, I can probably get it next day. I have access to 20 other brand names. I'm not loyal to any company, and I'm not trying to push any particular brand of tire. I'm going to sell all these tires, and when somebody buys them, I'll replace them and sell them again.
Okay. Now, tires isn't all you do here at Carlos.
Oh no, we do a lot of mechanical work, brake work, CV axles, everything underneath the car. We don't do a lot of high-tech tune-ups because we stay quite busy with what we do and we don't want to bring on some extra hard problem of trying to figure out something under the hood. We do a lot of mechanical work.
A lot of mechanical work, of course, oil changes or anything like that.
Yes.
Put the car up on the rack, change the tires, do everything else, and then, of course, you can work on the engine.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
What are your hours here, Carlo?
We are open 8 till 5.
8 to 5?
6 days a week.
6 days a week. Sunday's
And,
closed.
yes, and we're closed on Sunday.
Okay. And if you're looking for Ronald Reagan or any other former presidents, you might as well look for him here, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. I'll take care of anybody's car.
Okay. Who are some of the other people that you've had in here? You were telling me, not here, obviously, but while you've been in the tire business.
Since I've been doing this kind of work, I have pictures I'll show you later on that I worked with and talked with and had pictures made with Roy Rogers and James Whitmore. I got my picture made with Evel Knievel.
Well, and Carlo has a picture with one of the Bushes here, but you'll have to come in and ask him about the story of how that happened. You'll have to tell them that story in person when they come in. Come on in and ask Carlo about that story.
Yes.
Okay.
They need to ask me about
Okay.
George Bush.
Carlos Tire on State Road 44, just up from the public shopping center at the intersection of 486. 6 days a week, every day but Sunday. Come in for anything from one oil change on up through mechanical, all kinds of tires, new and used.
That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back to the Nature Coast Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Steve Parker, and of course, I have with me Carlo. And Carlos, gosh, Carlo, you've been with us a long time now, haven't you?
Yeah.
And we're here at the tire store, right here in Crystal River, right on Highway 44, right across the street from the print shop, Budget Print over there.
Yeah.
And Carlo, I guess when I came in, I saw something interesting, and it made me think about it, and that's kind of what I wanted to ask you. Every time I come by here, I see these tires that are laid very neatly, mind you, very neatly in a pattern across the front of your store. Are those like I know you sell used tires, but those tires look really used.
Those tires are junk tires. They're on their way to the landfill to be covered up and buried and done away with. Mm-hmm. The reason we stack them neatly like that is we have to be able to count them when the truck comes to get them, which is here now, because they cost us $1 each to pay them into the landfill, and we have to know how many is out there, so we can't just throw them in a pile. We have to have them some control.
Right.
And they're taking them away now, and they'll be back next week and take them again. They haul them away every week.
Now, is that because they're worried about the ecological damage that tires may do?
If we leave them out there, rain gets in, mosquitoes lays eggs in them, hatch more mosquitoes. We don't want that.
No.
We take them away every week. They're gone.
Well, you know, I always tell people when they ask me about the tire store, I say, you know, when you come down here, you've got probably every make, brand, and model of tire. I saw Remington, Starfire, Cooper, Maximus, Firestone, Dunlop, Cooper. I'm just trying to name some of the Bridgestone.
Pirelli.
Pirelli. Oh, I forgot Pirelli. That's a high-end tire too, isn't it?
Gillette.
Kelly.
Eldorado, Kelly. We have all kinds of tires.
You know, I always want to tell people, and I know we talk about this every time that we do it, but you know, when you come here to the tire store, all the tires are labeled and marked, so you know how many miles you should get to the tire, to miles to the tire you should get. You'll know, you know, the size of the tire and all those things that people need to know. You keep that pretty clearly marked, as well as the price.
Yes, absolutely. I have to keep total control over them. If someone comes in and wants a tire or wants a price, and I take 25 minutes of his time trying to determine what the answer to his question is, you know, he'll get irritated and leave.
Right.
Somebody comes in and wants to know if I have his size tire. It takes me 2 minutes to give him the size and the price, and tell him that I have it in stock.
Whether it's used or new.
Yes, that's right.
Well, I noticed you had somebody new behind the counter. I saw her working, and somebody I hadn't seen before. So can I ask her to come out?
Sorry? Yes.
All right, Janice, come on out here. Come on out here. Now, Janice, earlier when I came in, I know Janice was brand new. See, I didn't recognize Janice. And these guys over here, I recognize all of them. But Janice is new, and Janice, you're new here to the tire store, right?
Yeah, I am.
And how long have you been here?
About a week.
About a week, Carla. Now, your first week on the job, especially working with Carlo, couldn't have been easy.
No, just learning everything was kind of hard.
Now, I noticed an accent, Carlo. Is there an accent? Where are you from?
Manchester, Kentucky.
Manchester, Kentucky. And how long are you going to be down here for?
About a month.
About a month.
Yeah.
And how do you like Citrus County?
I love it.
Do
It's
you?
okay. Yeah.
Yeah? How does it compare to Kentucky?
Huh. It don't.
It don't? Now, I know, Carlos, how did you come about this fine and wonderful employee? How do you get a job at the tire store?
Well, this lady, of course, is family.
She's family.
Yeah.
Now, how is she family? In what relation?
She's my sister-in-law. She married my brother Levi.
Levi.
All of my crew here knows about Levi.
Oh, yeah. Now, do you like working here? I mean, you like working with Carlo? Is that all right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Nice. Yeah.
He's not a bad boss, is he?
No.
Carla, I always notice when I talk to your employees like Janice and some of the guys over there, they always have a smile on their face. And it seems like they like working here.
Yeah, they like it very much. I never tell them any of my employees to work hard or fast, and I don't berate them and treat them badly. Of course, you can ask them. They don't last long.
If they don't work hard and fast, they don't last too long.
Yeah, if I catch them standing around telling a joke and three listening and one telling a joke, I say, hey, that better be a good joke you're telling.
3 chiefs and only 1 Indian, right?
That's right. Yeah.
You know, Carlos, when we come in here and we look at all the different things you have, and people sometimes mistake that the only thing they can get done here is get a tire changed, but that's not really true, is it?
No, we do brakes and CV axles, and in fact, my Andrew, the mechanic, is taking the transmission out of that Cadillac there now and putting another one in. We do things like that.
So you pretty much run the whole gambit of repair as far as that goes.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And there's not too much you guys can't do as far as the repair on automobiles, or do you stay away from any areas? Do you recommend that people go other places?
We try to stay out from under the hood of late model cars with all the tune-ups, the fancy stuff. Is we try to stay away from that. The fine thing about coming to here for your repairs is we don't give you an estimate. We tell you before we do the repairs exactly how much your bill is going to be. Mm-hmm. And we don't change that.
Right. So an estimate is pretty strong.
That's it. Estimate is your bill.
You know, I always wondered when people come in, I mean, do you hear the same questions over and over when they come in for a tire? I mean, you know, here's my car. Do people know what they want when they come in, or do you got to sit down and kind of lead them down the path, so to speak?
Well, we have people that comes in that wants one tire put on the left front, and I won't let my crew put a jack under there and change that tire outside, because those people don't know if they have a screw in the other tire and a dog bone in the rear, and roof and tacks. They don't know.
Right.
We want to get it up in the air, and while the boy is changing the one tire that they complained about, I'll inspect the other 3 tires.
You know, that's something that happened to us. I mean, at our office, we brought that van down to you that time. We had a bad tire in it. You pulled that thing out, and lo and behold, by the time we got back, we found another one.
Yeah, that's what we look for.
So it's pretty common to have, if you have one going bad, you might have more than one just because.
If we have a nail in the right rear, they'd like to know about it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I always want to remind people that Carlo is right here at the tire store, and I understand you're closing down over the holidays?
Closing down for 2 weeks. In fact, today at 4 o'clock, we're out of here for 2 weeks. I have a little errand to do.
Yeah,
I've got
a little errand. I understand you're going on vacation.
Yes.
Where are you going?
Paris.
Paris, France. The guy's going to Paris, France, and you have a mother-in-law over there, right?
Yes. And a brother-in-law. And
Aren't you worried? We only got about a minute left, but aren't you worried about flying over the Millennium?
not at all. Not at all. A plane might wreck, but not the one I'm on. I got to come back to the tire store.
It's not going to happen to me. It'll happen to somebody else.
Citrus kind of needs me.
Well, you know, Carlo, I need you, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I want to thank everybody for watching the Nature Coast Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Steve Parker. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, Tom Franklin. We're back at the tire store with Carlo. Hello, Carlo.
Hi, Tom.
These are different than any other tires I've seen. How come they have tread going all the way down the side here?
Some of these boys are here in Citrus County love to get out in the mud and play, and they get stuck. And this tread on the side will get them out of that stuck position. It slings the mud all out away from the tire, and they come on out.
These are true mud tires, huh?
Yeah.
Now, you got a lot of other tires here, I notice. I see a bunch of banners around. You got some brand new types of tires in here.
I have some name brands now that I never had before, especially Michelin. I have Michelin tires in stock now, and I never had those before. I got B.F. Goodrich, Mickey Thompson. I have Mickey Thompson. For 6 years, I tried to get Mickey Thompson tires, and we're never able to get them, and now I have them. I can also sell the guys in the county here Super Swamper.
Really?
Those will take you out in the deer fields and out in the woods, and I got access to those now.
You're ready for four-wheeling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
Now, as I understand it, the average car has a ply on it of somewhere between 6, maybe 8 or 10. The average average tire.
Yes, it's 6, 8, and 10 ply.
And I want to get a shot of some of these tires over here. What is the ply on those tires?
We have some truck tires, 750 by 16 that are 14 ply.
14 ply.
Yes, they'll carry the big bulldozer or whatever you got down the road, or a heavy boat or whatever. I have those in stock.
So you've got tires here that are over twice what the average is on ply?
Yes,
that's really
yes,
a tough
that's
tire.
right. Yeah, I have
I'd like to see
those.
somebody get a nail through that.
Yeah. And I have a lot of trailer tires, 6 and 8 ply trailer tires for boat trailers or lawn trailers or whatever kind of trailers you have. I stock trailer tires and trailer wheels.
I see you've got a lot of guys working back here. What all do you do with tires back here?
We do just about everything there is to do to tires except vulcanize them. We don't do that. We don't shave them down. If they get to where they need to be shaved down, I'll sell you a new one. We patch and repair tires and balance them. We sell them and balance them. We don't charge you, if you buy tires from me, we don't charge you for valve stems and computer balancing. We only charge you sales tax, that's all.
Now, we can't end this interview without talking about what you're famous for, and that's the used tires.
Used tires, I have a lot of used tires. A lot of new tire dealers does not sell a used tire. I have customers that cannot buy a new tire, and I want to take care of those customers, and I have lots of used tires, and I give a warranty with a used tire. I check them very closely, and then when I put them on, they have 30 days to find something wrong with that tire. If they do, I'll replace it free of charge.
Now, you personally inspect all used tires before they go on?
Yes, I do.
And how long have you been in this business?
35 years.
35 years.
Yes.
So you know good tires when you see one?
Yeah.
Before we end this interview, I want to go outside and have a look at a little vehicle I noticed when I was coming in. It says the
Oh,
tire
yes, that's
store
a
on it.
very interesting vehicle.
Is that your company car?
Yeah, that's a company car.
Let's go have a look at that.
All right.
Carlo, we don't see too many cars like this these days.
Not a lot of them. This is the only one I've seen in our county.
What is it?
It came from France a long, long time ago to Miami. And I found it in Miami and brought it home.
How old is it?
1967.
And what's the make?
It's
not
a
not General
Citroen.
Motors. Citroen. It's a French car?
A 2 CV4. That's 2 spark plugs and 4 speed. And it doesn't have a radiator. It only has 2 spark plugs.
Doesn't even have roll-up windows.
No roll-up windows. In France, they don't want a lot of things that are heavy to haul down the highway and burn up a lot of gasoline. So the windows just fold down like so.
Visit Carlo's Tire Store, located on Highway 44 East in Crystal River, right next to the new public shopping center. Carlo and the boys will take care of all your tire needs. Plus, they do brakes, lube, oil change, and more. Carlo's Tire Store sells new tires and has the best selection of used tires anywhere. You can trust Carlo's Tire Store to do the highest quality work for the best price in town. That's Carlo's Tire Store, Highway 44 East in Crystal River, right next to the new public shopping center.